That beat be thumping.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That is pretty dope. Well, welcome. Uh, Thank you for joining us for a special edition of Our Galaxy and Beyond with Anthony and Juju. And tonight, we really decide to do something a little different, right? Wanted to address a few things in the community. Um, do a little separating the fact from the fiction.
Hey, a
Um,
little pseudo killing.
a little pseudo killing, right? Um, so yeah, we want to address a video that's been circulating in the YouTube streets from Black Magic TV and Blue Pill concerning what they call the black hole sun. But I'll correct that in a minute too. Um, and yeah, we're just gonna get into it because what we've always known, what we've known to be effective, and why like that, what we call that Brooklyn magic, that Meta Netter magic, or whatever, that gypsy magic they be doing works so well is because they deli- delicately entwine the fact with the fiction. So for those who don't know, which that's not a problem, or don't study, because I be doing this. This is like a study lesson for me every time we do a show. You know what I'm saying? Because Anthony got this, I don't. Um, but because I've been studying some stuff and got some stuff down, it's like I can really discern. I can really discern the BS, and I saw that video and it was wild. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like, if you
yeah,
you you got to start digging a hole and start packing your rations and all kind of
mhm.
stuff. What you guys say about that, Anthony?
Hey, like I always say, baby, when you scientifically literate, they can't drag you down to their level and beat you up with experience, and
Man,
that's real. You know, when you when you understand some of this stuff, on the basic level, then you can actually detect the flaws in others' reasoning when they talking about things in the universe and how everything works together. But as far as things out there affecting us on a
mhm,
personal level, hey, you can believe what you want to believe. You know what I'm
right?
saying? But the fact of the matter is, there is science behind this stuff.
Hmm.
And the problem I have with it all is when people take the science and then, you know, try to down the science and come up with your own conclusions. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's very dangerous. And when you get to talking about movies and that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You add that in as if whoever wrote that movie is a prophet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's
That's a
wild.
problem. That is a problem.
Why the
That there's a
scientists can't be
script.
the prophet? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
make them the prophet, not Steven Spielberg. Like,
And see,
what are we
science
doing
has
here?
real good science has predictive powers. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't predicting nothing.
Hmm.
They're taking a scientific article and then trying to apply that to their lives as if it's something magical or mythical, or you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, it's shameful. It's and it's very shameful that people do that. But over here, we're not experts. No one
No,
claims to be an expert. I don't
no.
have a degree, not one. Especially in astronomy.
I got a
It's a
bachelor's of science, but that don't count.
it's just it's a love of mine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to tell you what'll make you feel good. All I can do is just basically tell you what the experts are saying. You know, I can lead you to the experts, but I'm not the expert.
Right.
And I'm not coming up with no conclusions based off of somebody else's work. You know what I'm saying? I'd sit down, read an article, something that someone else has done, and then tell them they're wrong about it, or they're not giving you all the information. How do you know?
Oh, man.
When you're not even doing any work? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I'm at with it. You know, it's like I said, it's shameful that guys do that. But what's more shameful, Miss Juju, is the people that go for it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that are the worst. You know, when it comes down to trying to use science and flip it to the mythological and your spiritual and all that. Science
Lord.
doesn't even deal with none of that. You know what I'm saying?
None of it.
Science is not giving you anything spiritual. I can promise you that.
Right.
That's you taking science and making it spiritual. You know what I'm saying? That's not what science is here for. Science is looking for the objective truth, nothing subjective. That's why we have the scientific method. The scientific method is what's gonna keep you objective. See, a lot of people don't want to try to poke holes in their own work, and there you do it. But you know, when it comes down to science, you have to put your idea out there, then you have to test your idea, and then you have to run those results by your peers. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. And if something is wrong, you just take it back, revise it if you need to, or you got to tear it down and start all over. But if you don't allow anyone to poke holes in it, that's just your subjective truth. Or not, I won't even say truth. That sounds pseudo. That's just your opinion, period.
We'll be trying to say the word. All I gotta say, and I'll play the clip later, but I ain't listening to nobody who can't even run StreamYard, who took 23 minutes and 43 seconds, not to be exact, but approximately, to even figure it out. Like, I posted a video, so I hope y'all just please go watch it for the sake of this show, okay? But there was just some things like, y'all really gonna listen to him? He couldn't even figure out how to StreamYard work, but we really gonna listen to him. But that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. I ain't doing it. But peace to the chat, by the way. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it for sure. I'm gonna shout y'all some names yet, but I want to get right into it. So here it go. We finna play the first clip, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah, peace to the chat. Appreciate y'all coming in.
Peace to the chat, boy. Let's see. Okay. Oh, is that? I think that's right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I sent.
All right. Either way, here we go. Let go.
Yeah, just listen to this.
2001 techno horror involving a mysterious electromagnetic force which unleashes a wave of spirits all over the world. Right? Go watch the movie Pulse. Back in 2021, astronomers first detected a couple of unexplained pulses which appeared to be coming out of Sagittarius A, the black hole at the center of our galaxy. Astronomers knew that they couldn't actually be coming from Sagittarius A because black holes don't release stuff. That's kind of their whole deal, that they absorb stuff and don't release them. Instead, they suspected the pulses must be coming from gas, dust, or other matter rapidly orbiting around a black hole. Notice these people never tell you what they know. Everything is hypothetical and with nothing. They give you hypothesis after hypothesis after hypothesis. But when we come with a conclusion, people want to know, oh, well, where's your degrees at? What? I'm like, wait for these clowns to catch up for 6 or 7 or 8 years. Or Pulse is 2001.
You can stop it.
A mysterious.
Man.
Now, see, there's all kind of red flags in that 1 minute clip. You know what I'm saying? And the problem with it is, yeah, he's using real scientific article. You know, what he said about the unexplained pulses coming from towards the center of the Milky Way, that's true. That's all true. You know what I'm saying? Now, the scientists that are working on this, you know, they trying to figure it out. What they have now, they figured out, you know, what it was. It's, you know, a huge gas cloud that's causing those what they were unexplained pulses. But the fact that they're releasing spirits all over the world, so you have unidentified at the time, back in 2020, 2021, unidentified pulse coming from the center of the Milky Way galaxy, over 25,000 light years away, to unleash spirits on the earth. What is a spirit? Number one.
Oh boy.
What is a spirit? And then you go on to claim that science, they don't tell you everything. They give you hypothesis after hypothesis after hypothesis. Well, the hypothesis needs to be tested. And then once you you know, do your tests for your hypothesis, now you need to be able to make predictions. So when they give you a hypothesis, they're still working on it. And they don't know, but they're not going to tell you what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to make predictions. And if you pull this article from space.com, it tells you that in, excuse me, it tells you what they're doing, you know. And like I said, at the end of that article, the very last paragraph of that article, it'll be in the description. We'll put it in there a little later. But the very last paragraph of that article, check this out. The recent surge in activity is likely a sign that we are right, that we are right on the cusp of solar maximum.
Right.
In October, that's October of this year, scientists revised their solar cycle forecast and now predict that the explosive peak could begin in early 2024. What are they hiding?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the same article that they use from space.com. They just didn't they didn't go through it all. They didn't give you all the information.
They cherry picked it. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the article they started with. Now, space.com is a reputable source.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good source. You can pretty much ride with what's going on space.com. You know what I'm talking about? But the fact of the matter is, give us all the information and then let us decide if we want to believe what you say or what the scientists say. And the scientists are very honest in this article, the same article that they started with on this video. They're very honest. I just read to you what they said. You yourself can pull this article and read it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Space.com, gigantic, quote unquote, hole in the sun wider than 60 Earths is spewing super fast solar wind right at us. Now, the solar winds, you don't want to have to deal with solar winds, I promise you. Even when, when astronauts go into space, they have to use protection. You know what I'm talking about? For this kind of stuff. The Earth's magnetic field, it protects us from those solar winds. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get auroras. But to actually say that this is helping you as a human on this earth is far-fetched. And you can't prove that. You know what I'm talking about? And I guarantee it hadn't been tested. Even the ones that's saying it haven't tested it. Because these solar cycles are like every 11 years. So Tell me what the solar winds did for you 11 years ago. And then 11 years before that. And then 11 years before that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a day for day cycle. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. But they've tracked it to 11 years. That's what science did.
And that's approximately, that's not exactly, because sometimes it goes a little longer than 11 years.
It could, yeah, they've been up to 13 years, and sometimes, you know, like you said, a little, but that's science telling us that. Not them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Not them dudes. It's science. So
you better change your avatar.
I know. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, that's,
I was hit the other day. I was like, oh Lord.
It's you're absolutely right, Miss Sakima. The magnetic field is disturbed, and the auroras that you see are the electrons, you know, changing in their energies. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get the different colors in the auroras. But the solar winds or the solar flares coming from the sun, they hit the magnetic, you know, our magnetic field that's produced by the earth. So that's what protects us from those solar winds. And you don't want to have to deal with that. You don't. And you're right again, Miss Sakina. Geostorms are what they call.
Geomagnetic storms.
Yeah.
That's what they call. And so the picture I was showing y'all just then is actually the black hole sun. It's not that. It's called a corona, a hole in the corona, a layer of the sun. And the sun has many layers, you know, and the corona is one of the outermost layers, and that's where the tear is. And it's called a hole in the corona, and because it's black, because it's cooler in that spot. And that picture I just showed you, and I'm gonna show it to you again, because I think it's pretty. Can y'all see that? That is actually from 2013. Where were they in 2013? And I got more corona holes from other years, and nobody ever said anything about it until now. So we talked about the solar cycle, right? Every 11 years. But also the sun rotates on its axis every about 27 days. So it was just at that particular point that the hole was facing us. But another couple days or so, it ain't gonna be directly pointing at us no more. That's no big deal, you know what I'm saying? And that was done, that video, the one in question was done December 7th. And did anybody get sick, have any effects that you can recall? No, I didn't. I know I didn't. You know what I'm saying? We've been live a couple times, and it ain't affect no lives, and you feel me? I just it's just all too funny, but
well, you know, it will disrupt, you know, the electric, what is it? The electric grid.
In the ionosphere, because that's where everything, that's why you like your frequencies and your wavelengths to all these electronic stuff, that they're in the ionosphere, right? We talked about that earlier.
But it's not it's not affecting your body here on the earth.
Of course not, because the ionosphere and the layers of the earth protect us. I think I even I'm gonna show y'all that real quick so y'all can see it for yourselves. But the layers of the earth protect us. Let's see, and then we will go into the next clip. This pretty much gives you a diagram of the layers of the earth. And you got the troposphere, stratosphere, y'all heard of that, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, y'all heard of that, and I believe the ionosphere is actually part of the thermosphere. And you got the exosphere, which is the way out there, and then the edge of space, so to speak. Okay, So you have all these different layers, and usually that electromagnetic radiation that he was talking about, it ain't gonna get past the ionosphere. You see that right there? It says ionosphere. Not getting past that. Like that catches it. So it never reaches Earth. It all those like wavelength and frequencies of cell phones and communications, they travel in this part of the atmosphere though. Okay. So that's why they're affected. But there's no conclusive study or evidence to say that human beings are affected by this electromagnetism, so to speak.
And that's why you need a degree. You know what I'm saying? See, if you had a degree in this stuff, then you wouldn't be saying some of the stuff that you say.
Right. It
You know
sounds
what I'm
good.
saying?
I'm telling you though, that video, like, look, when you go and you vetting, right? Because I had to vet it. I'm like, dang, but he's using that. He's calling that the right thing, right? And he's using it correctly. But then he remixed it. I was like, he messed it up.
It's the application of the information that's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Messed it up.
Because I mean, hey, like I say, great article. You know, he didn't lie on the science itself. It's the application of said science.
Repeat that.
Is the problem.
We get that.
Yeah. And see, back to what I was saying about the scientific method. See, the scientific method is going to keep you objective. You're not going to be able to, when you really are scientifically literate, you're not going to be able to, for a better sake of the word, change up anybody else's work. You can't take somebody else's work and make it your own. That's, like I say, that's what's shameful, in my opinion. Taking another scientist's work when you're not even in the field and making it your own, claiming you're coming up with conclusions
that the science
you understand
come
this.
Up with. What and what?
You
can't even work StreamYard, boy. You gotta sit down.
And then you're using science fiction movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're using science fiction movies.
Well, I'm about to get to that, but this is another photo of the sun with a corona hole. Oops, my bad, y'all. With a corona hole, and this is 2018. The other one was from another date, and this is from another date. So I'm just trying to show you that this is not anything new, right? Nothing special. It happens. And it's going to continue to happen, actually. So to the next clip we go. To the next clip. Let's see what they got going on. Let's see what we got going on here. This was so fun, though. I ain't gonna lie. We just wanted to do something different for y'all. And then we'll get back to finishing up about the black hole next week. I promise you. All right. Ready for this?
You know what I mean? And all of last year, they were finding the Transformers were being attacked and things of that nature. Like, you know, again, it is no telling. And you feel me? We shouldn't be reactionary necessarily. Right. But if it, you have to go further with the conversation and say, all right, I gave you all this information. Now, what does it mean? So it means that there's a chance if the sun is doing this in December and we ain't even get to the summer yet of next year, and this eclipse is going to hit. What do eclipse do? Eclipse exasperate. A total eclipse is going to give it. As you've seen, damn near a 7-year window. So it's going to amplify the output of this sun. The last time the eclipse hit, the sun was at solar minimum. It wasn't doing a lot. You know what I mean? And all of last year, they were finding the transformers were being attacked and things of that nature. Like, you know, again, it is no telling. And you feel me? We shouldn't be reactionary necessarily.
Well, it ain't no telling, y'all. You dang right it ain't no telling, because, you know, we can't control the sun. So if that bit want to blow up like some stars do, then that's just it. You ain't gonna know.
It is what it is.
You ain't gonna know.
Ain't nothing we can do down here on this planet.
Y'all don't care how much you prepare. Like, you done die. Very humbling, but
what you can do in the midst of this science, you know, what science is providing us, you know, what they call it, the space weather.
Yeah.
You know, what you can do is, you know, kind of tone down your electronic footprint, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because now they will disrupt, like I say, the electric grid. It'll mess up your internet and all that. And he's absolutely right when he says that. That's the real science. But to the other stuff, that's just conjecture. You know what I'm saying? He's whatever makes you feel good, dude. But that's not the case. These, if you ever get caught up in a solar storm, it's not gonna be good. I promise you.
Right.
You know, that's some high-powered stuff. I mean, you got
out of here. All that radiation. Give it up.
You're done. I mean, it's basically a hot plasma coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just go ahead.
What's a coronal mass ejection? You know what I'm saying? That's a bubble of hot plasma.
CME.
That's coming for you. And like I said, those are hot particles, electrons, and stuff like that. And they're hot. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to have to deal with that. I promise you. You don't want to have to deal with that. That's not good. But for the most part, our magnetic field, which is generated from the core of the earth and the rotation of the earth, because it's a sphere, you know what I'm saying? It creates a magnetic field, and that helps protect us from those coronal mass ejections. And to that good guy, that was blue pill.
Right. So I was gonna get right into the next clip. First I want to show y'all some pretty pictures, but nah, I gotta show this next clip. Wow. And then I'll show y'all the pretty pictures, okay? But we just gonna keep going. Let me know. I hope I ain't played this one already. My brain ain't working too well.
And when there's space behind them on the edge of the limb, we call them prominences, right? These are the arms of which the solar winds emit on. These are all of the flares that are coming off of the sun, right? Creating solar wind, which creates magnetic storms or solar magnetic storms, which impact us, and our subtle energy bodies come into contact first with this energy. That's how we get what's called downloads. Okay, so that's what just took place on the 7th, right?
Let me finish.
So again, because this is the stuff that is on its way to impact the planet within the next 2 or 3 days.
Go ahead, Anthony. The downloads, y'all.
Okay.
I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that downloaded on me.
Nah. Look,
your skin ain't gonna look pretty if you get some of that on you. Trying to talking about a download.
So we're plugged into the sun, getting a download.
I'm done. He can't even work StreamYard, and I'm gonna show y'all that clip in a minute. Okay, but we can plug into the sun.
But the fact of the matter that we're getting downloads from coronal mass ejections Now, I just explained what a coronal mass ejection is. He actually explained it pretty good.
He
You
did.
know what I'm saying? And gave you a good visual of it. See, that's the good science.
That was a
It's
good
the
visual, wasn't it? He did that.
He did that.
He did
I commend the
that.
brother for that. But like I say, where we go wrong is the application of the science. You know what I'm saying? Those coronal mass ejections are hot, very hot. You know what I'm saying? That it's coming from the sun and it's moving very, very fast. They are hot. So I can assure you that you are not receiving any of that energy personally in your body. That because if you did, it definitely would make you feel some kind of way. And you're not gonna be walking around, oh, I don't feel good. That kind of energy is gonna lay you down. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of other people on this planet. But the worst thing that has happened from a coronal mass ejection hitting the planet, it messed up the electric grid. Mm-hmm. That was it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
And to add to that, see, I don't know if people realize, so, and I don't know what I was doing today, but I got some sources that I owe y'all in the description, but there's some other stuff in there, okay? And as soon as the show over, I'm going to post them really quick, so don't only if, oh, I might not be able to. Either way, I'll get them to you of everything we use, but like, so check it. So a few facts. And yeah, let me pull up some notes real quick. But humans been following the sun, you know, all different types of culture for a long time, okay? Like since like, let me give y'all some dates, y'all. Because the only problem I have with the video is that they made it seem like this was like something like, you know, extraordinary that we need like attention to right now. And this happened like a year ago, last month, 3 years ago, 80 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a list. This is not new. So stop trying to create like that fake outrage for it. You get what I'm saying? I think that's a little bit disingenuous, but so 800 BCE, astronomers in ancient China recovered the first observation of sunspots, right? That's one. The earliest drawing of sunspots was done in December of 1128 by a Christian monk, I think he was an English monk named John Worcester. Okay. I'm just giving y'all some dates, all right? Some other records of sunspots go back to 1612. The solar cycle, like, it wasn't clearly identified until 1843. That's a little closer, but, you know, I could keep going with different dates of different, like, astronomical phenomena concerning the sun. And I'm saying way back. Like they got them in France. I think they got a drawing or painting of sunspots on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cave paintings of this stuff. So like, it's not new. It's not new. It's just, you know, and that's the great thing about science, right? You immerse yourself into science, you become actively engaged, and then, you know, the stuff that you hear people saying that you think are an authority, they don't look too much of an authority anymore. Go ahead and add to that if you wanted to before I play this next clip.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, a lot of scientists actually went blind, you know, trying to study the sun. And, you know, today we have filters. You know, I have a solar filter for this telescope right here. It's a different kind of filter. You put it on the front and it blocks out all the harmful rays coming from the sun. You know what I'm saying? So we learned a lot from those who came before us, you know, but fact of the matter is a lot of people actually went blind, you know, with speaking on, you know, the drawings of the sunspots and how far they go back, you know, and I've even read where I think it was Newton.
Mm.
He, if I'm not mistaken, I could be. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe Newton lost his sight because of that. You know, I have to find that to be sure, but I've read that somewhere, maybe in one of Lawrence Cross's books or something. But Newton himself, you know, it's been said that he went blind just from trying to study the sun, which, I mean, you know, they got some good stuff, but that's something, you know, that's not recommended. You don't want to be looking at the sun like that. We know better now, you know what I'm saying, without some type of protection. So y'all, please don't go out there trying to look at the sun. Please don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself.
You gonna bust the coronas of your eye. Talking about the coronas of the sun. You better recognize. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell the pill brothers. Y'all better stop it. Yeah. Shoot. Ain't got no coronas in your eyes talking about looking at the sun. Talking about the
no. You're gonna mess yourself up. I promise you.
Mess yourself up. Gonna mess yourself up. So I don't want to play the sound, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure, you know, NASA and them wouldn't mind. But it clearly has it clearly labeled for you and what they're trying to show you. And I think y'all can understand this shows the solar minimum and this shows the solar maximum. And also I'm finna get into it, but you can see that as they're showing this, they're giving you like different colors, right? They give you different colors of the sun, right? Yeah, y'all remember that. I just want y'all to remember that. Different colors of the sun. But before we get into it, we gonna do this. Next clip. Yeah, buddy. This was some fun, I tell you.
Hey, he pretty good though. He pretty good.
Yo, he is a pseudo sophisticated like none other. I was like, clean. No, it's like it was kind of hard to trap him. I was like, this nigga, yeah, excuse me. I'm just yo, that's actually right. And then it's
the application. It's the like, application of the science. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Is the application of the sun. I mean the science.
But check this out. Check this one out, y'all. Check this one out.
Shout out to my brother Dre 3000. Let's take a look at the blue sun because it's officially here.
So we have a blue sun now.
This is on the 6th.
This was on what?
December 6th. This was yesterday.
What is this we're looking at?
We're looking at the sun. It's just in a blue light. This is the emanation. These are coronal mass ejections coming from the sun.
Listen to him carefully.
Feel me? These are the coronal mass ejections coming from our blue sun. Now, why they have it in the blue spectral light, I really can't tell you.
Did y'all see that?
This is it being observed by satellite. So you see all of these, you know, different shooting stars and everything else that's up in there.
Mm-hmm.
This is them having a camera on it and picking it up. You know what I mean? But this is the emanations. These are the eruptions and the emanations that have been occurring in the last 24 to 48 hours. And I just showed you what it did yesterday or today on the 7th. So this is a shout out to my brother Dre 3000. Let's take a look at the blue.
So, man.
Yeah, this deep. This deep.
Yeah, so the thing about it though, and let me just go ahead and put this up here real quick. Let me just go ahead and put this one up here. He talks about how it's a blue sun, but in the same breath or sentence, he talks about how it's the light and how they took it. So is it the blue sun or is it the effect of the photography that made it blue? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying?
It's the effects of the photography, Miss JuJu, and I'm gonna show you.
Of course.
See, this is a blue filter that I use.
Show you too. Oh, wait a minute. Let me not share that. Go ahead. Do it first.
This is a blue filter that I use with my telescope. Mm-hmm. So I put this on, and everything I take a picture of, only the blue light is going to be able to come through. Mm-hmm. This is an orange one.
Right.
Only the orange light is going to come through. This is a green one. only the green light is going to come through. This is violet. You see these? Only the violet light's coming through. And I have yellow. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. The sun is not blue. We don't have a blue sun.
Right.
It's the equipment used
exactly
to give you the photograph. Now you look at certain objects in different colors because it brings out different, you know, I guess you could say effects of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that picture is not of a blue sun. That's the sun taken with a blue filter.
Man, I got a picture from NASA and this is a blue sun. What you talking about, Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. This image is from NASA. It was taken July 15, 2015. And it was with the Extreme Ultraviolet Imager on board the NASA Solar Extraterrestrial Relations Observatory. And they call it Stereo A spacecraft. There's actually two. There's Stereo A and Stereo B. And like the Parker satellite or space observatory, they are directly studying different phenomena concerning the sun. But so this, which collects images in several wavelengths of light that are invisible to the human eye. This image shows the sun in a wavelength of 171 angstroms, typically colorized in blue. And I guess we'll get into that, explaining, how, they colorize photos and false color and real color photos and different things like that. And that's done because some of the things we can't even perceive with our own eyes. So in order for us to have like a picture of them, it is a real picture, but they have to do composites and layer them, and then you get this full on real image. Okay. But it's just in the spectrum that we can't normally see. And that's what it is. It ain't nothing else but that. It's technology, where our senses, and we talk about this in science, where our senses fails us. Thank God we're in the golden age, because the technology, boy, will set us free.
And see that, like what you just said, NASA has a bigger budget. You know what I'm saying? My budget ain't nowhere near NASA's. So to get that same effect, all I have to do is use these. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. All I have to do is use those. So now that's coming from the layman, a working man's budget. Like I said, I don't have NASA's budget,
Right.
But I can't build a machine that specifically does that. But what I can do is buy me these filters. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. So that's how I can apply the science. Get me a telescope, give me some filters, and I have pictures of the sun. I didn't take it in a blue filter or whatever, but I do have pictures of the suns in the Space Age African Astronomy Club's catalog.
Nice. So. Yes. You got Starman himself, Anthony. And if y'all want to be a Space Age African, and let me tell you, y'all better get in that Discord. It's a long process, but it's worth it. Trust me. And then
it's worth it.
You would definitely have a free membership to the astronomy club. And it's basically us, well, Anthony for now, getting that telescope and taking real live pictures. You get what I'm saying? Of these celestial bodies that are neighbors to us in our Milky Way galaxy.
Hey, Miss JuJu, I mean, you want to go on about him? I think we done beat him up pretty good. But
oh, you think so? Oh man, can I just play this one more clip though? I just want to play one
more.
Go
ahead, but go ahead. Knock yourself
I just want to play one more, and it's like, why would we listen to this man? Because he couldn't even figure out the technology. That's the clip I want to play. So just let me play this, because I was like, Ninja, please, boy, you better stop. Is this on? I don't even know if I got it right. But we're gonna play it. Y'all see.
Discovery presentation that time.
All right, let me figure this thing out.
Yeah, Earth is still on its way through a photon belt. Yeah, Dr. B is actually going to be on next week talking and dealing with that. So yeah, definitely a lot going on. A lot is going on. A lot of good stuff. All right, Blue's not here no more.
Here you go.
Don't know what happened. He'll be right back. But yeah, a lot is going on. Let's let me see this another article. 60.
Now he gotta wing it. It's gonna be a few minutes before he get back, y'all. It was wild. Who's gonna listen to
this thing is very interesting what's going on. Yo, so anybody that wasn't here, so last week, right? I was with Rod Hayes on the live the Discovery presentation that time.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's it. Like he couldn't get it together, and literally, if I'm lying, I'm flying. But you can watch for yourself. But I literally watched that video like about 5-6 times just to vet it, and it took literally 23 minutes and like 43 seconds to be exact, from the beginning of the show to when he could figure it out and really get going. 23 minutes. But y'all finna listen to him talking about the sun and how it affects us here on Earth, and no, that the math ain't mathing, y'all. Like that's when we talk about science. You can't skip steps, you know. Similar to a situation we had on Clubhouse the other day. You know, literally 20. One of y'all got to mute. Minutes, like 43 seconds to be exact. Oh, that sounds good. Listen to me. No, I'm just kidding. But what I'm saying is, DQ, don't do me. But it was pretty much like a situation we had on Clubhouse the other day. And I'm going to tell you about it. Somebody said that they had a certain credential, but by listening to them, the math wasn't mathing, right? They said they had a PhD, but everything that came out their mouth sound worse than a GED. So I'm just like, get them out of here. Get them out of here. Some people was upset, but there was other reasons they had to go. We ain't finna listen to that. No, but yeah, that's it. I did post the link for the video in the description box if y'all want to check it out for fun. But we got like 10 more clips. But right now, to the stage, we got, y'all already know, Pseudo Killer Official DQ. And
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, DQ. Holla at the
people. You know what I'm saying? Sea Turtle Green Pill. We making it happen tonight, baby. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day. Pseudo Killers.
That nigga's a Sea Turtle Green Pill. But excuse me. And also the one and only Bobby Banger. I saw you.
What's up, family?
I was waiting on you. I saw you over there playing with your best friend Reggie, so I ain't want to Wedgie. I ain't want to interrupt you on Wedgie.
That's bullshit. I'm gonna let you have it. I ain't gonna let you.
Please let me have it. I need a little bit more time with you.
You can have that.
I look like I ain't entertaining that right now.
You know what? It's just I'm saying and what time did y'all start though? Because I was sitting here waiting since
8 o'clock, 8:07.
Then lies.
8:07.
Made that up. Lies.
Yeah, it was at 8 o'clock. The show was starting at 8. It was like 8:07.
That's what it said though. When it's YouTube, I was like, it's 8:20. They ain't in there yet.
Oh wow, 8:20. Nah, was it that late? No.
Come on, man. Y'all playing yo 8:30. What's going on, Space Age?
I'll tell you what really happened, but I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay. So
what's going on, Brother West? You all right?
I'm in the game all the way, yo. So
peace to the DQ.
It's horrible with the ignorance.
Horrible.
Yeah. So now we can't even talk because everything's a social construct.
Oh God, right? Stop. Everything. This shirt is social construct. But I can't.
And the fact that people would just mimic that.
Oh boy.
That's the sad part. Yeah, that's the sad part, man.
That's the echo chamber part that we talked about, man.
Yeah.
We
Well,
did.
you know you can't use the word Africa, brother. Huh?
Crazy.
Yeah, it all stemmed from them types of characters you just played, yo. Messing it up, whether you messing it up in astronomy, whether you messing it up in anthropology, you're messing it up, and then they know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's horrible, man. Like, so
I mean,
that's why I need to get corrected.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, it's a good source they use, a great source. Just didn't go all the way through the source. Like, you know, we talk about it all the time. That same source, if you go down to the bottom of it, it kills everything he said in the clip, the first clip that we played. They hypothesize, they give you hypothesis after hypothesis. And then when we come up with the conclusion, everybody want to know where your degree's at. You killed yourself. You need to have a degree to understand this science. If you had a degree, you wouldn't be trying to apply or tell people that solar winds are good for you. They'll teach you that.
You need to download.
You wouldn't be talking about a coronal mass ejection is a download for the human body if you had a degree. You know what I'm saying? If you were applying the scientific method, you wouldn't even, the scientific method itself keeps you objective. So that wouldn't even come out of your mouth, because that is what you're saying is subjective. That's your personal, what you're calling your personal experience. Science don't deal with it. Science is trying to give you an understanding of what's going on so you can have a better quality of life.
Right.
But it's not giving you superpowers. It's not, you know, solar winds are not making you stronger. They're not, if you're sick, it's not making you well. You need to take your ass to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? But talking about a coronal mass ejection, see, in school, they'll teach you what that is, and then you'll know, hey, that's not good for the human body.
Not at all.
It's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why school is important. It ain't the white man, it ain't the black man. Go in there and get the education so you won't make these kind of mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Can I be messy a little bit?
Sure.
I'm trying to figure out, why is it that, you know, all this like fantastical information is like always after the fact? Why isn't it beforehand? Like, why isn't like
no predictions?
Predicting, you know what I'm saying? And then if you got all this great information, you better than the scientists. But can you tell me why y'all couldn't predict, why y'all friend finna do 7 years was finna violate a young girl? Tell me that. I'm being messy because I'm trying to figure it out. Got all these predicting tools. Y'all so bright and y'all better than the scientists, but y'all can't get it together. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're gonna deal with it another time because we got the receipts too. Y'all sat there and did nothing.
It's called miseducation.
I'm just saying. That's my messy time.
It's called miseducation, man. We've been thoroughly miseducated.
Yeah, indeed.
And then we sit back and see the tricks, like everything is a social construct. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you actually have a conversation? If I say applying the racialized social construct to people that existed in an environment prior to that socially constructed construct, right? And that wouldn't be their names, and they wouldn't have seen it like that. The attributes applied to that. Right? The racialization of it, the segregation that came with all that. Right? There was no need for them to say Black African power.
There was no need.
It's almost like people are just retarded. So if I say the Egyptians are not Black people, but I say Black African power as an African American with a shared history of those who was actually kidnapped and enslaved by at least 12 million was not allowed to use the bathroom that was actually labeled white, had to go to the one that was labeled colored. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I can't say that. Yes, I absolutely can say that. But I'm saying in an anthropological conversation, right? Talking about giving people their real history, and I'm talking about accuracy, Anthony. I'm talking about the way y'all cleared it up with accuracy, right? If we're going to be accurate, right, then we must admit that that's actually a degrading racialized term, right? Only used by those that has been under the banner of racism, white supremacy. And in actuality, specifically for the African Americans, that have no way of even knowing their history or where they came from. Genetics is not going to do it. You will never know what tribe they took you from. You will never know that. You'll just know you came from Africa, and that's why we say we're African Americans. And we roughly understand somewhere in West Africa, maybe Central Africa. We roughly understand that. But why were the people who had their own land, right, their own sacred burial grounds, their own culture, unique? You know what I'm saying? That there were a lot of unique cultures on the Nile, right? Why would those people have to resort to a racialized term to make us happy?
They wouldn't. It ain't no such thing.
It's mind-boggling. And then, right, why would people that have an opportunity now, watch this, to listen to accuracy in conversations, they don't got that telescope right there. They don't even know what that is right there. They probably think it's a daggone a spotlight. Boy, he got that spotlight right there. It's probably think it's a spotlight, Anthony.
A big floodlight.
Right? They get on the program and they mess that up because they see a blue sun.
Mm-hmm.
You hear people, oh, the sun is blue. It's going to be. They don't understand that the human eye does not see certain light spectrums. Where B can see more different spectrums than we can. They don't understand that. Oh, why they had to, why they had to doctor up the picture because it was phony. Yo, this is what we go through, Anthony. We go through that whenever we talk in different scientific fields, right? These people are struggling with evolution. These people are struggling with astronomy, yo. They don't even own a telescope. I can walk right now and grab my telescope that I used to could. Where'd my telescope go?
It was right there.
Damn.
Hey, we know you got it, though. We know you got it, though. You done pulled it out too many times. We know you got it.
Damn, but where'd it go? So I come out and take it.
You funny. I'm done with you.
Did Red Pill and them come get my thing? The hell they get my house?
the little men inside of
shrink? Did they
the
shrink? They go through the door. They know they got the power to shrink.
It's the minions, huh? Some of your minions.
That was my minions.
Your minions came and took them.
Hey, yo, remember the other listen. Remember the other day when the guy came on the show? You said they don't use the word black people in museums. I was like, damn. So he go to an artifact that's in a museum that was placed in there like 1945 or 18 something. I was like, oh. So was you saying that they should change all the exhibits? Right? Are you saying that they can't say, well, this is a black person, the Byzantine Empire used it? I said, yo, we're talking about the Nile Valley, and we got human beings actually saying that these people said that. That's what we're saying. You can't even find West African people saying that. Nobody says that. You know what I'm expecting out of you, Juju? Seriously. What? When you hit that continent, yo, I need you to be seriously evaluate that. Mm-hmm. When you go to them different spots, yo, evaluate that, yo. They're gonna look at you like you crazy. Now, when you get to the area where you can buy all your stuff at, they're gonna be like, my sister.
We already know that. They trying to make the dollar. They ain't dumb.
But anyway, I missed them there. I'd love to see them wild clips, though, because they've been wild for years, yo. Yeah, they've been wild for years. And actually, that nobody reads the whole source. You forgot that, didn't you?
Yeah, they never read the whole
source. They never do.
Yeah, it's like the sleight of hand. Reggie over there with the sleight of hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't no the pseudo killers, ain't the Dominions. Yeah, that's disrespectful, yo.
Dominions.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. Like he don't know that ain't disrespectful.
Nobody's
That's
minion.
disrespect. I ain't scared of you. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh, you trying to be Bernie Mac on you, huh?
I ain't scared of you. Yeah. And
Yeah, they be tripping, man.
People pay for bad information all the time, B.
They do. We do.
Yeah. They pay big for it, man. That's crazy.
We don't all, them pay for a little scam trip or something and thought it was a good deal and kind of find it was a bunch of mess and then
Africa is a
money.
social construct. Money is a social construct. That's the answer.
That's such a weekend.
Can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I guess who said Wishbecom said it. I was like, man, come on, yo.
No, we've said it a million times.
Can't have it both ways. Can't say black people say like so really everybody actually think that he just was called himself black and they proud. Really? No. nigga tried to convince me that they were saying it's the black city. Now it's the black city.
Oh,
Can it mean the black city? Hold on, it's the black city.
It had to be UK.
They had the Black City playing too.
They had the Black City playing back then. You know they had the Black City playing right now.
Oh, y'all better stop. Ain't nobody.
Reggie got us started, man.
I'm fine off on Reggie because Reggie know better. Reggie know that the people can be fooled by the sleight of hand. Reggie know that it doesn't make sense to call your city, your whole land, right? The Black City.
It doesn't.
Right? Or the black land when you got people to the south just pitch black.
Right. Blacker than you.
So what you calling them? The ultra black city?
The blue black.
The blue black city. The new what do you mean blue black?
Bittermanville. It was Bittermanville.
But listen, like I said, so I love Soy Kiata because he always gives it, right? And it's funny because we're using the other experts. They're not black. Then you bring a black expert and they still try to discount him. But one thing that he said, and it sticks with me, is that African peoples or cultures, peoples in particular, they can be described, but they cannot be defined. Like you can't. There's no definitive marker to say who's what and what's what. You get what I'm saying? Because it's peopling, right? And you have these influences from everywhere before all the demarcation and the lines drawn or whatnot. You get what I'm saying? And we say it, and we've said it recently, right? Like that part, Northeast Africa, closest to the Red Sea and the Sinai Peninsula than it is to West Africa or anywhere, or South Africa. Like that was closer, of course. So of course, things in proximity, that's how humans work. What's in proximity of them is what they're going to deal with, whether that's people, places, or things, or food, whatever is in proximity. So people have to remember that and stop trying to make it up. It don't work like that. And science is actually way more simpler than what we can try to conjure up in our heads and make it difficult. Like we got to stop it. It's not like that.
Yeah, we got to do better. Like you hear me say it all the time. It's shameful, to take the real science and try to apply it the way that they do. That's what makes it pseudo.
Say what he said again. They mad because we got the answer. Say what he said again, Anthony. I was like,
yeah. I mean, all they do is give you hypothesis after hypothesis after hypothesis, and then when we come up with the conclusion, then they want to ask, well, where are your degrees at? Like I say, you go to school. Yeah, you go to school, you get the work in. You know what I'm saying? And then your work has to be tested. Once your work is tested, then it's passed on to your peers for review. Other people with degrees, other people that are in the field doing the work. Not your homies that you passing the blunt to. Not him. He don't count. That's not the peers that science uses. It uses other people in the field doing the actual work. You know what I'm saying? So that's a process. You won't find a scientist to come up with nothing in a day. It don't happen that way. It only happens in the streets of Pseudoville. You know what I'm saying? That's where you come up with a conclusion in one day, in a few hours, after listening to a video, after reading
a gold sun. A gold sun.
Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Would you look at that? A gold one.
Look, we got all color kind of suns. Like he's talking about the blue sun. Nigga, we got a burgundy sun, a garnet sun.
And see,
gold,
these solar,
green.
all these solar flares and the sunspots, like Miss Juju told you earlier, is cool areas in the sun's what they call it, the corona.
The corona hole.
The sun doesn't have a solid surface. It's just a big ball of hot hydrogen gas, you know, plasma.
Oh, it ain't hard.
No, you can't stand on the sun.
I thought you could. All you gotta do is put the brass on. Put the heavy brass on and you stand up there.
No, but those sunspots and those flares are caused by disruption in the sun's magnetic field. And those disruptions are caused by the sun's rotation, because the poles and the equator of the sun spins at different rates, so that those magnetic fields, after a while, they get all twisted and tangled, and then they snap. And when it snaps, now you got the solar winds coming, or the coronal mass ejections, depending on how big they are. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself is how you get those sunspots and those coronal mass ejections. That's how the sun works. Like I said, it's not a solid surface. It's a big ball of hot hydrogen gas, which is plasma. So y'all just I mean, you know, over here we're gonna give you the science the way the scientists bring it. We deal with the evidence. If you don't have no evidence for what you're saying, it don't fly.
My fault, yo. I'm reading Mongo Slade got a problem, Anthony.
Mongo Slade is a mess up.
He said them dudes live on Pseudo Ave between Live Street and Scam Avenue.
Hey, that's a good one, Mongo.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, Mongo.
Oh, yo. Oh man, yo, they running around making Egyptians African Americans.
Yeah, Michael Slade. I think that one will be turned into a song. I like that one.
Solid sun.
Kiki, I like how you doing research for your new tracks.
The whole time, I'm reconnaissance, man.
I know you are.
Them dudes live on Solo Ave between Live Street and Scam Avenue, coming through. Look at the sun, Joe. The sun different. How the hell is sun is all them different colors?
This is the Solar Dynamics Observatory, and you can find this at CDO GSFCNASA.gov. But I'll make sure I get the links in the description for you all. It'll be after the fact. Sorry, I was running out of time, and you know we don't want to delay anymore. And yeah, but this is where this comes from, and it's just some beautiful pictures. Shows you the solar cycles, shows you the rotation on its axis, and it just goes on and on. I actually got that video off of YouTube, but it comes from the SDO, excuse me, Solar Dynamics Observatory, just to let you know, which is one of the main sources. And you know, I use a lot of things to vet that video, and you know, just try to, like we said, separate the fact from fiction. That's what this was about. You know, to show how it's done, to show how they can hoodwink you if you don't know enough. You know, and that's why you have to read and you know, go vet sources and things for yourself. Just don't take people's word for it, especially if you know darn well they ain't got no degree or you know or whatnot. You can't do that. And it was a lot in that video. He mixed Isis and Osiris story with Black Madonna and Mary. Like he put it all together and mixed it up and just came up with some stuff talking about this is a representation of her and she basically getting her lick back or something. Like it was some bad. I was like, oh my.
Hey, don't forget Miss Juju, the center of the Milky Way is the Golden Gate.
Oh yeah, the gate.
He said to bring it. No,
the souls come in and the souls go out.
Yeah, damn. Look, how did he put that? I think we got it on the clip.
Was messing
I ain't for
up.
sure,
Listen, I'm not into that, but I played with it. But he was messing up Ophiuchus is what it's called. I don't know what he was saying in the video, but it's Ophiuchus, y'all. It's the astrological sign. Like a lot of those who claim to be Sagittarius, well, you actually might be, in the sign of Ophiuchus. But he was talking about how he was talking. I was like, wow, I can't believe he just made that up like that. But it sounded good. It sounded good, and the gate where the soul is in it, and let it go, and he put some Sagittarius A in there. Like he was good because he was right. Sagittarius A is the black hole in the middle of our galaxy, but this ain't no black hole in the sun. What he was talking about, like that, the corona hole is not a black hole in the sun, and that's another thing. Like the title is misleading. You get what I'm saying? Because a black hole is one thing, totally different. The corona hole, it's black, but it has nothing to do with it having the properties of a black hole, and that's the misleading part. So yeah,
that's just the title. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a if you look at a sunspot, it looks black.
Yeah,
but it looks that way because it's cooler. It's that area of the sun's corona is cooler than the surrounding areas, so that's why it looks dark like that, but it's not what people would, I guess if you say a black hole, what we think of as a black hole at the center of the solar system.
Yeah, it ain't that.
I mean, at the center of the galaxy.
No,
you
sound like me.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to go that far, but it's just the title of the article. So don't y'all let that confuse you. There's not like a hole somebody went up there and dug, or a hole that was blown out of the sun itself. Like you say, it's just part of the sun's atmosphere that opened up, and that happens all the time.
It does.
On when you look at the fact that it takes, these cycles last for years, but the sun has been around for at least 5 billion years.
4.6 or something like that. 4.6.
It's been having these issues. I mean, not issues, but these processes have been going on long before the Earth, humans were even upright. You know what I'm saying? So this has been going on for a long time. So it just happening in December is doing something to your spirit. Now, I don't know about that.
We were still a little amphioxes or whatever.
Yeah.
We were still them little worm-like creatures before we had a brain.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tie in the show. I know. I'm sorry. I can't.
There's something wrong with you, yo.
I know it is. It is.
Damn, the sun just turned red. The hell we get a red sun from? Must be a little man dropping some dots on it.
Yeah.
Food coloring. Antioxidant food coloring.
Oh boy.
It's like that comment Marcus made when we talked about it. That's that dude, that little man inside the telescope.
Yeah, he talked about filaments. That was another thing. So he used filaments correctly when he's talking about the sun, but then he tried to go to the pseudo realm to the filaments of the ionosphere. Like, this ain't no flat earth. Don't do that. Like, I was just like, oh man, he is wild with it. But yeah, I mean, these would be considered like filaments on this side. And then you have prominence on the other parts. But we'll get into it more when we actually do, our Galaxy and Beyond with Anthony and Juju, and we're talking about the sun, like that'll be a whole series because it's a lot. And it's a lot. We didn't want to drag it out, but we just wanted to touch on some things and just let them know we watching and we out here now. Y'all just can't talk silly because we actually, we here to police the information now and make sure that if y'all put something out there that ain't right, we got something to say about it. Because y'all gotta stop wearing them dark glasses. Like I said, worry about them corona of your eyes. Stop listening to them fools talk about sun gazing. You're gonna burn up the corona.
No, you need them to sun gaze. I want all the pseudos to start sun gazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna give you extra power, I promise you, yo. You're gonna be really do the sun gaze. It's really it's scientifically proven that sun gazing actually tears out your retina.
People who got some common sense. Bobby Banker is trolling. Yeah,
I said the sun gonna tear out your retina.
Sharon don't know no better, man.
Hey man, that sun gonna activate my melanin, man. What's wrong with you?
Oh my goodness, bro.
You really want the melanin to get activated in your eyes.
Wow.
See, once that melanin hit your eyes, your skin darken up.
Nah,
you become a black Egyptian.
Telling you, you're gonna burn your eyes up.
No, you need that. You
walk
don't need
around
your
with
eyes.
Sunglasses at night.
Yo, we see by melanin.
Done with you.
The melanin got the eye spectrum on it. What are you talking about? The eye of Haru.
Oh my God.
The hell you talking about? The eye of Haru. Right there.
See, y'all on here, y'all in the pseudo killer, see, y'all operating with y'all reptilian brain, dog. Y'all ain't on this level yet. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that recently. He talked about it, didn't he? He said that in the video.
Ain't even no such thing as a reptilian.
He said the reptilian. I was like, oh man, he is all over the place. Y'all make sure y'all watch that video. We're gonna be giving them views. Okay, Black Magic, but
that's a fact, there, Marcus. That's a fact. See, we missed out on the download, Juju.
Man, I'm good. I don't want all that radiation. I get radiation.
Yeah, that's what he said, dog.
Y'all niggas missed the download.
Man, that's what he said.
Staring at the sun for the download.
Man.
See, when the
reptilian brain, he did say that. Oh,
he said when the solar flares reach the earth, that's the download. You know what I'm saying? We played the clip a few minutes ago. Yeah, that's the download, dog. So we missed that. We missed out on it.
Yeah,
we're not consciously high enough. Our melanin ain't activated to that level where we can get that download.
After it took him 23.42 seconds to even get his technology right to do the show, I'm telling you, that was a red flag right there. I was like, oh man,
he the leader of the pseudo pack.
I can't do it.
Hey, there wasn't a black hole on the sun. There was a bitumen hole.
Anthony, you with the shenanigans too. Lord, oh my God, I'm on my own.
That's the name of the new strip club over there in the South, Bitumen Hole.
Bitumen Hole.
Ladies in Bitumen, we done ran amok up here. I'm telling you.
Ken and that Sarah wilding out on anybody like Reggie. You
talking about Reggie?
Green
Not
light.
Reggie. Don't be doing Reggie like that.
Yeah, Reggie lost his mind. Yo, you think he's
Reggie
so
is out of there.
Right on back. Yeah, ain't nobody put the focus on him yet. Wait till the focus come out.
Wedgie, what you doing, Wedgie? Why you want to be so mean, Wedgie?
Man, yeah, bro, Reggie, I thought we was cool, man.
I thought you was my friend, Wedgie. Wedgie, please don't do that, Wedgie. Don't be mad, Wedgie.
Juju, what color is that sun? It didn't change
That's
colors
like
again?
a magenta. That's like a FSU sun. That's some garnet and gold sun right there. That's
so it can be multicolored too.
Yes,
not just blue. It can be multicolored. Wow.
Yes.
See, I missed that download.
Why it can be multicolored. I know why it has to do with the different lights and what they're.
Somebody say yeah.
Processing the lights with. Because one picture of the sun was green, red, and blue. What'd they say? Y'all wait.
He out the chain. That's my
roasted marshmallow. Regular Joe fucking. That's the homie right there. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And by the way, Peace to the awesome chat, y'all. Thank y'all for
Yeah.
supporting. And every once in a while, I think me and Anthony may switch it up a little bit. I don't know why I had so much anxiety about this, but
Anxiety about what?
I don't know. It was just weird. Like I had this block because I didn't get the download from the sun. So I didn't
get
know
the what?
I didn't get the download from the sun. So I was just feeling all weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
Juju, I got an announcement for you.
uh-oh.
Well, announcement for everybody. Appreciate all the PK members that voted for me, but I ended up winning the 2023 Lyricist of the Year award at the Wake
That's
Award.
what's up, dog.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all.
Hey,
yeah. Go
spit something. Spit something.
Hey.
What you went? What song you went for? Just period.
Oh no, just overall Lyricist of the Year. So
That's
just
good.
been a compilation of my cipher verses I done did, different songs. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's a nice little bow on top of this year.
Congratulations, man. You done did a lot.
Congratulations. You deserve that, fam. I'm so proud of
you. Look. Hey, DQ, your greatest accomplishment was becoming a pseudo killer.
You know what I'm saying? That's on my resume, nigga. I said at the feet of the great one.
That's what's up. At the feet.
That's what you got.
At the feet, nigga.
That's hilarious.
The minions and shit, like it's 100,000 strong.
100,000 of us. I said, damn.
Oh, that shit crazy. Yo, you know what? Yo, they ain't got nothing else better to do.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. That's congratulating me. Number love, y'all.
Yeah, keep that hot music coming, yo. You hot.
Always, man.
Man, when I'm gonna get some music over here, because you know Uncle stingy and he is not giving me them songs. I need more music.
Man, you lying, yo.
You
said any damn thing. That's
you
wild.
You're a liar, y'all.
Yeah, come on,
wow.
Lying, yo.
Just wow.
They hung around Reggie them too long, yo. Reggie them too long. You looked at their show too long. That shit just jump out the screen and download.
Do y'all know the other day, y'all, Unc was live and I don't know what he was doing, but he was playing some everybody, and I was like, yo, dude, you gotta cut that out. We can hear that, right?
What was I
He
playing?
fixed the problem, and then he talking about, Juju, you lying, that was you. I was like, oh man.
I was on the thing. Remember, I was on the
you so messy, bro. So it be payback, y'all. That's all. I just got to give him the problems he give me. You feel me? And we stay happy like that.
I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna really hit the gas on Reggie. I ain't hit the gas yet. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna get him.
Come on, what you ain't out? Like,
blow their whole shit up. Watch.
Boy, you better come on now. Go ahead and do it.
Man, congratulations to you, DQ. Congratulations, old boy.
Appreciate that, King. Appreciate that.
My bad, Uncle. You were saying something?
No, I said they ran out of bullets.
They did. Well,
everybody ran out of bullets.
We just kicking the BS right now, and
Reggie was shooting a musket anyway, so he ran out of like gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
He didn't even have enough time to load it.
Look! It was raining. It was raining.
He ran out of him.
I'm done with them.
Oh my God! It's raining! It's raining! My powder gonna get wet.
Hey, what you trying to say, Unc? It didn't have a trigger on it. He had to light that little candle stem on it.
He had a flint. He had a flint. They had a flint starter. Yeah, he had a flint gun with vitamin powder. You can't say black.
That's horrible.
Man, y'all wrong for that, man.
Well, I'll be banging. You gonna hit that button? You know what I'm saying? We can do a little something after this, because well, that's all, folks, ladies and bittermen. You feel me? But we might get something going on in a little bit. And yeah, we'll be back next Monday at our regular scheduled time at 7. I promise. And we'll be to our regular scheduled programming. But like I said, every once in a while, we're gonna, do a little pseudo hunting, because that's what we do. We're just gonna address some of the claims that are being made or whatnot, and that's what we're gonna do. So, thank you for having us, and shout out to Juju. If y'all really like the show and y'all really want to celebrate my birthday, y'all hit my Cash App. 12:13. Well, other than that, we finna be out of here, and thank you very much.
Peace.
Hey, if y'all don't remember anything else that was said today, please remember this. When you scientifically literate, they cannot drag you down to their level and beat you up with experience.
Beat them up, beat them up, beat them up.
Wow.
Take that.
Tabernacle. Get that collection plate on that side going.
Lady Killer.
Y'all make sure y'all like and share the show. Appreciate everybody in the chat.
Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. That's probably what the team on. I need to see a Miss a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up with Juju about to speak. This that double S chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. That's probably what the team on. I need to see a Miss a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up with Juju about to speak. Clearly knowing how to read. Educational indeed. Plus the easy on the eyes. All the women wearing queens. The pseudo dies and I hope you know just what that means. Still when I was short and still, the women run the guillotine. Dr. My one of the best. Screaming a crop. Slander her name. You really should stop. Might get you dropped. Yes, sir. Dr. My one of the best. Screaming a crop. Slander her name. I think you should stop. Might get you dropped. This that double S chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. It's probably what the team on. I need to see a Miss a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up with Juju about to speak. This that double S chromosome. Pseudo killer theme song. CK Discord. It's probably what the team on. I need to see a Miss a whole box of Tiff trees. And everybody mute up with Juju about to speak. So we're gonna die this source.
They're gonna die.
All the time.
Coming for them. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. See?
Hey,
We out.
JuJu SpaceAgeAfrican. Look at you. Double down.